What if humans hibernated like bears for 6 months? This question comes from evolutionary biologist Dr. Michael Thompson, who asks, if humans evolved the ability to hibernate for 6 months every year, entering a deep sleep state where our metabolism slows to nearly nothing, how would this fundamentally reshape human civilization and society? Let's imagine that starting next winter, every human on Earth begins experiencing an irresistible urge to sleep as daylight hours decrease. By December, people worldwide find themselves entering a hibernation state that lasts until May, during which their heart rate drops to just a few beats per minute, their body temperature falls dramatically, and they require no food or water for the entire period. The first hibernation season would throw global civilization into complete chaos. Hospitals would struggle as half their staff simply couldn't stay awake during winter months. Power plants would shut down as operators fell into deep sleep at their posts. Airlines would ground flights as pilots and air traffic controllers succumbed to the irresistible biological urge to hibernate. But here's where it gets fascinating. During the first few years of human hibernation, society would naturally split into two distinct groups, the winter active and the summer active. Some humans would hibernate from December to May, while others would hibernate from June to November. These two populations would essentially live in completely separate civilizations that only overlapped for brief periods during spring and fall transitions. The winter-active humans would develop an entirely different culture. With half the global population asleep, they would inherit empty cities, unused infrastructure, and abundant resources. Winter societies would become incredibly efficient and minimalist, focused on maintaining essential services with half the workforce. They would develop technologies specifically designed for skeleton crews and automated systems. Meanwhile, the summer-active population would create vibrant, intensive cultures built around maximizing productivity and social interaction during warm months. Summer humans would become masters of rapid construction, intense agriculture, and concentrated manufacturing, knowing they had only 6 months to accomplish everything before their winter counterparts took over. The economic implications would be revolutionary. The concept of year-round employment would disappear. Instead, each half of humanity would leave detailed instructions, prepared resources, and maintain systems for the other half to inherit. Banks would develop entirely new financial systems based on seasonal exchanges between the two populations. Most surprisingly, this division would lead to unprecedented global cooperation. Wars would become practically impossible when your enemy might be hibernating when you're awake, and vice versa. International conflicts would be replaced by careful negotiations between summer and winter representatives, each speaking for their sleeping populations. But after about a decade of this seasonal civilization switching, something unexpected would begin happening. The winter-active humans would start developing superior cold weather technologies, advanced heating systems, and remarkable energy conservation methods. The summer-active humans would become experts at rapid construction, intensive farming, and maximizing productivity in short time frames. Each group would become so specialized that they'd become entirely dependent on each other. Winter humans would maintain and improve infrastructure while summer humans would build and create. Neither group could survive without the other's contributions, creating the most cooperative civilization in human history. Here's the twist that changes everything. After 20 years of human hibernation, scientists would make a startling discovery. The hibernation wasn't actually caused by evolution or genetics. It was caused by a previously unknown symbiotic organism, a microscopic creature that had begun living in human bloodstreams and brain tissue. This organism, similar to the bacteria that help bears hibernate, was actually protecting humans from something far more dangerous. Earth's magnetic field had been gradually weakening, allowing increased cosmic radiation to reach the planet's surface. The hibernation organism was forcing humans to sleep during the months when radiation exposure was highest, essentially saving the species from extinction. The winter-active and summer-active populations weren't random divisions, they were the organism's way of ensuring that some humans were always awake to maintain civilization while others were protected during peak radiation periods. The symbiotic organism had essentially turned humanity into a species that could survive cosmic radiation exposure that would otherwise be lethal. Even more remarkably, the organism was slowly changing human physiology in other ways. Hibernating humans were developing enhanced immune systems, improved DNA repair mechanisms, and extended lifespans. The 6-month sleep periods weren't just protection from radiation, they were allowing the human body to undergo cellular repair and regeneration that was impossible during normal waking periods. The most profound realization would be that the hibernation organism didn't just arrive randomly. Analysis of ancient ice cores would reveal that similar organisms had appeared throughout Earth's history during periods of magnetic field weakness, helping various species survive radiation exposure that had caused previous mass extinctions. Humanity would realize that we weren't just developing a new survival trait, we were being actively protected by an ancient biological system that had been safeguarding life on Earth for millions of years. The hibernation that had initially seemed like a disruption to human civilization was actually an upgrade that would allow our species to survive cosmic threats that had eliminated countless others. The day humans began hibernating would mark not the end of our constant activity, but the beginning of our transformation into a truly resilient species capable of surviving whatever the universe might throw at us.